Hey geeks, it's Andrea. Since they first started being made, movies have become such a huge part of our lives. Whether it's going to the theater on your first date, going to a drive-in, which, by the way, still exists, or staying home and watching a movie on Netflix. Movies are one of the most popular pastimes. It's a huge industry and it makes crazy amounts of money every year. So let's take a look at the 10 highest grossing films of all time. Alright geeks, let's go.
10.
Iron Man 3. Kicking off our list is one of 3 movies that you will see with Iron Man in it. Iron Man 3 was financially the most successful of the Iron Man movies. It was also nominated for numerous awards and won several. Iron Man 3 doubled the amount that Iron Man 2 made, grossing at over $1.2 billion worldwide.
9.
Frozen. It really isn't hard to believe that the movie that made it hard to tell a friend to let something go without everyone bursting out in song would be on this list. In fact, I'm a little surprised that it isn't higher up. While you watch this with your niece, nephew, kid, cousin, or on your own, you can be reminded that it made over $1.2 billion.
8.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I don't know about you geeks, but I remember Harry Potter being everywhere when I was growing up. Whether it was the books, movies, or random toys, it was everywhere, which was great for those of us who loved it, but maybe a little less great for our parents and their wallets. It isn't hard to believe that you would see one of the movies here. Part 2 of the Deathly Hallows made over $1.3 billion. It was actually the only movie in the series to gross over $1 billion.
7.
The Avengers Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron is actually the first of 4 movies on this list that came out in 2015. It was definitely one of the better years for the box offices. Avengers Age of Ultron had some big shoes to fill after coming off the first movie. Although it didn't quite make as much, it came close, grossing over $1.4 billion worldwide.
6.
Furious 7. I don't know about you, but I was quite surprised to see a Fast and the Furious sequel on here. Maybe it's just because I simply haven't seen one since the first one came out and it's not a movie series that I follow. I can't say, but Paul Walker would be proud to know that his final movie made over $1.5 billion worldwide.
5.
The Avengers. I guess I already told you that this was going to be here, but I really don't think it would have surprised you anyway. This is the 3rd movie with Iron Man in it on this list. I guess I would have to say that makes RDJ the MVP of this video. The 2012 Avengers movie grossed over $1.5 billion worldwide.
4.
Jurassic World. Millions of 30 and 40 somethings that watched the first Jurassic Park movie when they were a kid got to experience the latest installment of the movies last year with their children. And it seems like many of them went out and spent their hard-earned money on it, seeing as the movie grossed well over $1.6 billion.
3.
Star Wars The Force Awakens. I suppose most of you aren't surprised that this is here. Generations of Star Wars fans were able to introduce a new generation of Star Wars fans to the series with this new and gigantic film. The Force Awakens grossed over $2 billion worldwide, not only making it the top grossing film of 2015, but also the 3rd highest grossing movie ever.
2.
Titanic. When Titanic hit the theaters, it broke all kinds of records and held on to this one for a crazy long time. I'm sure many people involved in this movie had their share of moist hands sledding down steamy windows when they realized that Titanic made over $2.18 billion worldwide.
1.
Avatar. So here it is, geeks, the only movie that has been able to knock Titanic out of that #1 spot. Not only did Avatar win numerous awards, but it grossed over $2.78 billion worldwide, not only making it the #1 grossing movie of all time, but making it the new one to beat. Only time will tell if it will be able to hold on to that top spot as long as Titanic did. Alright geeks, that's gonna do it for this video. This list does not take inflation into consideration, so if you would like to hear the top 10 highest grossing movies, taking that into account, let us know below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment before you go. If you're having fun, check out some of our other countdown playlists. Alright geeks, I'll see you next time.